Yeah, so you read that right. I'm out of here. No, I'm just kidding. So the actual thing is I've got two big announcements. The first one is that I'm gonna change my name, my YouTube name from That Vocal Vegan to Danish. And I know what you're thinking. That's not how you pronounce it. It's pronounced Danish. But that's actually my name. Yeah, it's a Hungarian name. My dad's from Hungary. And so it's spelled D-E-N-E-S, but the first E on it has an accent on it, which gives it like an A sound. And the S on it, well, in Hungarian, the S is pronounced sh. So if you're ever in Budapest, it's actually Budapest. And yeah, so when you put that all together, it comes out to Danish. And so yes, I'm adopting the phonetic pronunciation of my name as my new channel name or content creator name. And it's funny because the relationship I have with my own name is a little bit more nuanced than probably most people. It turns out it's a really challenging name for most people. It's not a common name, even in Hungary, to be honest. And actually, for the first 18 years of my life, I went by Dennis. And I honestly don't even know how that happened. I think I was just in kindergarten and my teacher didn't know how to say my name. And she just looked at it, looked how it was spelled and said Dennis. And you know, my 5-year-old ass just kind of went with it, so. And y'all might not even believe this, but I didn't even realize that my parents and my family were calling me a different name until I was in middle school, where I had some friends over and they were asking me, dude, why do your parents call you a different name? And I was like, wait, what? And yeah, that's when I kind of realized that my family was calling me by my proper name, Danish, and everybody was calling me, or at least all my school friends were calling me Dennis. And it wasn't until college that I decided I was gonna go by how my name was actually pronounced. And you know, I was really excited about it because I was like, yes, I'm gonna go by my actual name, like it's just more me. But I didn't realize how hard it was gonna be for everybody to say it. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not a common name for anybody, not even in Hungary. But y'all won't believe the amount of times that I'd be like at a party and, hey, my name is Danish. What? Danish. I can't hear you. It's like kind of like the pastry, but instead of ish, it's esh at the end. Can I just call you Dan? No. And that has actually happened more than once. I'm not Dan. I will never be Dan. And so it was crazy too to tell the difference because I went from having a more or less common name, you know, going by Dennis, and then having a uncommon name. So I could tell when people were treating me differently. Like I could tell when people didn't know my name because they would go out of their way to either not say it, or sometimes people would be so embarrassed that they didn't remember my name, they just wouldn't talk to me. Yeah, so for those of y'all watching who thought I didn't notice, y'all ain't slick. So then, you know, it came to college lectures and, you know, when you're in those big rooms and the professors want to know your name when they call on you, so you've got you've got your nameplate. And I always thought, oh man, if I put D-E-N-E-S, they're always gonna call me Dennis and then they're not gonna know my name. And then it's like, how do I build relationships with professors if they don't even know my name? I guess I could obviously like go and talk to them, but still it was just something that I had to consider. And that's where I first thought of the phonetic spelling, which was D-A-Y-N-E-S-H. And I thought, okay, I'll just put my name, also write the phonetic spelling next to it bigger so that they could see that's how you pronounce it. And at a certain point in college, I was thinking, damn, like, am I making my life unnecessarily harder? Like, was this a mistake? Should I have just been Dennis? And it's funny because I also knew friends from high school who had traditionally Chinese names who switched to more Western names like Rachel. If you're watching this, shout out. But ultimately, I decided just to embrace the uniqueness of my name and roll with it. And I'm happy I did. And so getting back to the topic of the YouTube channel name, I felt like using a play off my name, so the phonetic spelling of my name, is a fun way to celebrate my name and still use my name and still have it in a form that's easily digestible for people. Plus, you know, maybe just using a single name gives me those Madonna vibes. But it also gives me a chance to talk about things outside of veganism if I ever want to. And I initially chose That Vocal Vegan to also explore music on the channel, but I honestly felt like I just wasn't able to do both properly at the same time, so I hope that maybe I'll still explore that in the future, but you know, we'll see. Hey, so while I was editing, I realized there was one reason I forgot to mention of why I wanted to change my channel name. And it's that I think people can see the word vegan and get a bit spooked or turned off. I mean, I don't think it's a controversial take to say that the word vegan can be a loaded term. When people see it, they can jump to a lot of assumptions. And yeah, since the goal of this channel is to reach a lot of non-vegans as well, I don't want my name to be a reason that would put people off from checking the channel out or subscribing or whatever. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program. Anyway, so the second announcement is that I'm opening up a Patreon. Yeah, I started posting consistently on this channel about 1.5 years ago, and since then I've been really living off of my savings. And you know, that money isn't gonna last forever. Yeah, so I started thinking about how are ways that I can monetize my channel so that I can continue to create content, reach more people. Because yeah, ultimately I feel very passionate about veganism, and I, similar to a lot of y'all, just started watching videos on YouTube, and I wanted to add my voice to the great people who are putting out content. For me, I think veganism is a really important topic that more people need to be talking about. As all of y'all, or as many of y'all know, it's one of the few things that anybody can change from one day to the next and make a huge impact on the world that we live in today. And so, for me, if I could spend all my time making the world a better place than I found it or than we found it, then that's how I would love to spend my time. So if you like the work that I'm doing and you're interested in supporting me financially, then you can find the description in the link below. Okay, hey, me again. So I don't know if y'all heard what I just said, but I totally butchered that. So what I meant to say was the link is in the description below. And so for now, I'm a one-man team, so I dedicate all my time to putting out the content that I regularly put out. So unfortunately, right now, I don't have any plans to offer anything special or extra to my patrons. But hey, maybe someday I'll make a Discord, or I'll add y'all's names to the end of the videos. Maybe I'll give you a little concert on the guitar. Maybe post some exclusive updates on there. But in any case, yeah, I don't wanna make any promises that I can't keep, so that's gonna be the plan for now. And yeah, so it's gonna be a bit of a learning process for me too. And I also wanted to take this as a chance to thank all of y'all who have been consistently watching and supporting and commenting, and that really makes a huge difference for me. There are some days where I'm doing this and I think like, oh God, like what am I even doing? So yeah, reading y'all's comments and y'all's support is really uplifting, and it makes a difference. So so thank you guys so much. And y'all will always be able to say y'all knew me in the OG That Vocal Vegan days. And then another thing, it's probably time for a new profile picture. As you can tell, I'm not blonde anymore. You can tell that I had no idea what I was doing when it came to lighting. Like, I am backlit in that photo. There's the shadow over my face. So I don't know when I'm gonna change that picture, probably at some point soon, but yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, and anyway, since I'm already updating y'all, I might as well just let y'all know that I just came back from a big wedding in Mexico. So I had a wedding in Mexico, not mine. So since I was going to North America anyways, I figured it'd be a good chance to go to some cities in North America, see some friends, film some good content, and yeah, stay tuned for that. But anyways, y'all, so thank you so much for your support. Let me know what you think of the new channel name down below in the comments. Don't forget to eat your legumes, get your B12 supplement in, consider becoming a patron, and remember y'all, today would be a great day to go vegan.